guys, welcome to JBE classes. Yeah, our continuation topic, directions and distances continuation. Till now we have completed rotation based problems, compass based problems, clock based problems, and shadows based problems. Now we'll enter into the next model, that is direction and distance based problems. So this is the important model out of all the models. So now we'll start the questions. Yeah, next model, direction and distance based problems. First we'll see the procedure. Procedure means regular method. Later we'll move on to the shortcut method. Now see the question. Abhi started from his house towards east. So his initial direction is given. Abhi's initial direction is towards east. After walking some distance, he turns left and walks some more distance. Then he turns right and walks some other distance and followed by some more distance to his right. Some distance to his right again. So in which direction is he walking now? Now means it is final direction. Okay. Let us draw the diagram. So initially he started towards east. After walking some distance towards east, from there he turns left. So from there he turns left. So for a person facing east, this is the right side and it is the left side topwards. So after walking some more distance, he turns to his right. Okay, then he turns to his right and after walking some other distance followed by some distance to his right again. Again he turns right and walks some distance. So question, in which direction is he walking now? So finally, in which direction is he walking now? Yes, it is towards south. So all these distances are not mentioned. These are approximate lines, approximate distances. All these are predicted distances only. But here, whatever may be the distances, this question is independent of distances because finally he is facing in which direction. Finally, he is walking in which direction, that is south. So we will see the shortcut method. Initially started in which direction? East. From there, first he turns left. Then he turns right. Then right. And walks some other distance followed by right again. Then also right. So finally he is in which direction? So here do one thing, cancel right left. Cancel right left combination. One right, one left, both are equivalent. How sir? See, suppose that a person is at origin, he is facing north. So first he turned to his right, later he turned to his left again. So what is the final facing direction? North only. One time right is east, from east again left means north only. So in that way we can cancel right left. Whatever may be, any number of pairs may be there, right left, we can cancel them directly. So what is the remaining direction? Right. So one right from east is the answer. So this is east. From east, one time right is south. So answer is south. Suppose a person is facing north, turns right, left, right, then left, right, left, right. Finally, he is facing which direction? Yeah. Here we'll cancel right, left, right and left cancelled, left, right cancelled, left, right cancel, left, right cancel, right, left cancel, left, right cancel. So there is no right, left. So the final direction will be the same as initial direction only, that is north. If one right is remaining, north, right, east. If one left is remaining, north, left, west. So in that way we can do. And means in direction and distance based problems, if no distance is mentioned, directly we can solve that question based on uh, problems same as rotation based only. like rotation based questions, we can solve them because there is no distance. Okay, next example, direction and distance based questions. Second problem, a man on a bike, a man on a bike travels 20 kilometers towards north, travels 20 kilometers towards north. Towards north, it is of 20 kilometer. Yeah, from there, this is the starting position. From there, he turns right and travels 80 kilometers. So that 80 kilometer must be more than 20 kilometer. The length of 80 kilometer line should be more than 20 kilometer. So many are doing this mistake. They will try in this way. This is 20 kilometer. From there, he turns right and move 80 kilometers. Writing in this way is wrong because is 20 greater or 80 greater? 80 is greater. So the line 80-kilometer line must be more than 20-kilometer line. So sir, will it lead to a wrong answer? Sometimes it may not leads to a wrong answer, but in some situations compulsory it will lead to a wrong answer. Next, so he travels 80 kilometers. 80 kilometers. From there, 80 kilometers followed means after that 80 kilometer to his right. Again he turns right and then travel 80 kilometer. Turns right means downwards 80 kilometer. 80 kilometer and he stopped here. So finally he turns left and stops. So person after coming to this point just he turns left and stopped here only. There is no movement, there is no distance, just facing direction is different, that's all. So here he has given many number of questions based on the same data. We'll answer one by one. In which direction is he facing now? So now tell me, finally he is facing which direction? Yes, that is east. First question answer is east. Second question. Second question is, in which direction is he now from the starting point? In which direction is he now from the starting point? If we see from the starting point, this is the starting point. So he is in which direction with respect to the starting point? This is eastwards and it is southwards. But we need to see this way. We need to see in this way. So this is east and it is south. Between south and east it will be southeast. So second question answer is southeast. Okay. Next question. Third question. Just we are doing in a procedure only, not in the shortcut. We'll see the shortcut also. Even without a diagram also we can solve the question. Right. Third question. How far is he from the starting point? How far means he is asking for the distance. So how far is he? How far is he? Or what is the shortest distance? Simply what is the distance? Or what is the distance? Minimum distance. Minimum distance. Or right, all these words will give the same meaning, that is the shortest distance only. What is the shortest distance? Or straight line distance also. What is the straight line distance between initial and final positions? So all these words represent the same shortest distance. So this is the initial position and it is the final position. What is the shortest distance? So generally to find the shortest distance or to find the distance, so three diagrams will be helpful. So one is a square. What is the property of a square? All the sides are equal. So one is, another is a rectangle. What is the property of a rectangle? All the sides are not equal here, only opposite sides are equal. These two sides are equal and these two sides are also equal. And one more is important one, that is a right angled triangle. In a right angle triangle, one angle must be right angle, nothing but 90 degrees. And the side opposite to 90 degrees is called hypotenuse. Suppose hypotenuse is R. I am taking this side as X and this side as Y. What is the relation between the sides? What is the relation among the sides? Hypotenuse square equal to side square plus another side square. Hypotenuse square equal to side square plus another side square. Right. Coming here, this is the starting point and it is the ending point. So the line joining these two is this one. We need to find the length of this line. To find the length of this line, which diagram is helpful here? So we have already completed with the dotted line, this one. So now consider, I'm mentioning the vertices names. I'm giving the vertices names A, and this one I'm taking as B, and this as C. In this ABC triangle, we need the length of AC. That is the shortest distance, or that is the distance from the starting to final position. If you know the AB length and if you know BC length, automatically will get the AC length because it is a right angle triangle. So to know the AB length, this will be helpful. This is a rectangle. If it is 20, it must be 20 kilometer, and if it is 80, it must be 80 kilometer. So AB length is of 80 kilometer. Next, total length of this line is 80 kilometer, but up to this point it is 20. What is the remaining distance? 60 kilometer. Total length is 80. Up to this point it is 20. The remaining distance is 60. So now what is the hypotenuse square? Hypotenuse square AC equal to under root of this 80 square plus this 60 square. 80 square is 6400. 60 square is 3600 under root. Sum of these two is under root of 10,000. Under root of 10,000. So under root of 4 zeros will become 2 zeros. So this is 100 kilometer. So how far is he from the starting point? 100 kilometer distance. At a 100 kilometer distance. So that is the third question answer. Next we will see the fourth question. So question is, how far and in which direction he has to travel to reach the starting point again. So finally he is in this location. To reach the starting point again, how far and in which direction he has to travel? That's the question. How far he has to travel? We have already found this one in the previous question only, that is 100 kilometers. But in which direction he has to move? Which is opposite to southeast. Southeast opposite is northwest. From this point, this is north and it is west, and between them it is northwest. If he move northwest towards northwest direction 100 kilometer, he will reach the starting point. So answer for this question is 100 kilometer towards northwest. 100 kilometer towards northwest. Yeah, next question. Based on the same data, fifth question is, what is the total distance traveled by him? So what is the total distance traveled by him? This total distance is different and the shortest distance is different. So total distance, okay. What is the distance traveled? Here we need to give only traveled distance. So what is the distance traveled by him? First he traveled 20 kilometer. Later he traveled 80 kilometer. Later he traveled 80 kilometer and stopped here. So this 20 plus 80, 100 plus 80 more. 180 kilometers traveled to reach this point. So what is the total distance traveled by him? Yes, 180 kilometer is the answer. 180 kilometer. 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 180 kilome Next, distance traveled is different, right? Distance traveled is different. Shortest distance is different. One more question on the same data, that is sixth question. What is the horizontal distance between starting and final positions? Horizontal distance between starting and final positions. So what is this horizontal distance? So these many types of distances are there, right? Shortest distance, total distance, distance traveled, horizontal distance, and one more question is there, that is vertical distance. So here horizontal distance and vertical distance. See, suppose where is the point 2 comma 3 in this coordinates? So it is in first quadrant. On x-axis it is 2, on y-axis it is 3. So let us consider this point as 2 comma 3. Yes, this is the point 2 comma 3. Suppose if a person started from origin, and finally reached this point, whatever may be the path. So here path is not important. Finally reached this point. So here, what is the shortest distance? Then we'll consider under root of 2 square plus 3 square. We'll get the answer. Here, as we mentioned in the previous question, what is the shortest distance is? We'll find out this hypotenuse length. But here, what is the total distance traveled means? That depends on the path length. Path length nothing but distance traveled. But here, what is the horizontal distance? So if initial position and final position, if these 2 points are projected onto the x-axis, what is the length of that? That will give the horizontal distance. If initial position and final position both are projected onto the y-axis, that will give the vertical distance. So this is the horizontal distance and vertical distance. Distance projected onto the x-axis is the horizontal distance. Distance projected onto the y-axis is the vertical distance. Okay. So this is the initial position and it is the final position. If these two are projected onto the x-axis, what is the horizontal distance between them? Yes, it is 80 kilometer. Yeah, now tell me what is the vertical distance? Yes, this is the initial position and it is the final position. These two are projected onto the y-axis. This 60 kilometer. This 60 kilometer is the vertical distance between starting and final positions. Okay, this is the vertical distance and this is the horizontal distance. So with the same data, there are 7 questions. With the same data, there are some questions. All the distances are given. So with that, with the distances given, and we have drawn the diagram first. Later, we have answered the given questions. So how to do the same question without drawing all the diagrams? Without drawing all the diagrams, how to answer the same 7 questions? Let's see that shortcut procedure. Yes. See here. A man on a bike travels 20 kilometers towards north. Towards north, how much distance? 20 kilometer. From there he turns right. So what is the north? What is the right side of north? Right side of north will be east. Yeah, then towards east, how much distance? 80 kilometer. This is of 80 kilometer. And followed by another 80 kilometers to his right only. So from east, right will be south. So this is south. Then south, towards the south it is 80 kilometer. So here do one point. Do one thing here. What is that one? If it is of same polarity, means north north, south south, east east, west west. If it is of same polarity, simply add them, 2 plus. If it is of opposite polarity, what is the opposite polarity? North opposite is south, south opposite is north, east opposite is west, and west opposite is east. If it is the case, then do minus, do subtraction. So plus it is okay, same polarity, we'll consider that direction only. But in case of minus, which direction we have to consider? So simply consider the bigger element direction, right? So apply this point here. So this is north and it is south. North and south opposite polarity, we have to do subtraction. Minus 20 and 80, what is the difference? Difference is 60. So which direction we have to consider? Which is bigger? South is bigger, that's why it is southeast. And east, there is no combination for east, that's why directly I am taking as 80. This is 80. So this is the resultant, and with this resultant, from this resultant we can answer all the questions, all the 7 questions. Now let's see first question again. Yes, first question. In which direction is he facing now? So finally he is facing which direction? So this is the final facing direction, that is south. Final facing direction is ready already, that is south. Second question. In which direction is he now from the starting point? So see, with respect to the starting point, he is in which direction? With respect to the starting point, he is in which direction? That is southeast direction. Answer ready. Third question. How far is he from the starting point? How far is he from the starting point? Simply do one thing here. Finally we'll get only 2 numbers. Every time we'll get finally only 2 numbers. Simply do the squares of these 2 numbers and the addition under root. Square root of 60 square plus 80 square. So before that, do one thing. Try to memorize some triplets in a right angle triangle. X, Y and R. X, Y and R. Triplets. 3 and 4 results in 5. 8 and 6 results in 10. 12 and 5 results in 13. 15 and 8 results in 17. So try to memorize some triplets, then they will be directly useful. Directly we can use them. So here 8 and 6 results in 10, 80 and 60 results in 100. So here 6 and 8 combination, that's will get 100 as the answer. 100 kilometer. Next question. How far and in which direction he has to travel to reach the starting point? So to reach the starting point is simply opposite of southeast. South opposite is north, east opposite is west. So answer will be northwest. What is the distance? Means the same 100 kilometers. Same 100 kilometers. And one more question. What is the total distance traveled by him? To get the give the answer for total distance traveled, no need to come to the simplified form. Directly by adding these numbers, we can get the answer. By adding the numbers given in the question. 20 plus 80 plus 80, 180. That is the answer. And one more question. Horizontal distance. See, already we mentioned this point. Distance projected onto the x-axis is a horizontal distance. Distance projected onto the y-axis is a vertical distance. X-axis is nothing but that is a yes, east-west axis. Y-axis is nothing but north-south axis. Yes, north along north or along south. Along north-south will get a vertical distance. Along east-west will get a horizontal distance. Along north-south is 60. Along south is 60. Means 60 is the vertical distance. Along east-west means east 80 is the horizontal distance. This is the vertical distance and it is the horizontal distance. So simply by taking the given data in this format and simplifying that format in this way, we can get all the answers. Right? This is the best method. Sometimes it is easy to draw the diagram, but sometimes it may be difficult to draw the diagram also. And even in the diagram, already I have shown distances must be proportionate. While drawing the diagram, distances must be proportionate. Small distance and big distance, we have to show the difference. Direction distance example. Gunapriya started walking from her house to school, walks 120 meters towards east. Okay, just now we have learned that procedure shortcut method. We'll try to apply the same method. Um, Gunapriya started walking from her house, walks 120 meters towards east. So towards east it is 120, followed by 3 times to her left. Okay, followed by 3 times to her left, and walks the distances of 50 meter, 20 meter, and 90 meter respectively. So first one time right, 50 meter. Again second time right, 20 meter. Again third time right, 90 meters. Okay, from east one time right is south. First distance is 50. From south again right is west. Next distance is 20. Again west, from west again right is 90. Sorry, distance will direction is north, and the distance is 90. Okay, clear. Up to this point it is okay. Then she turns right, again right, from north again right is east, and the distance is 40 meter, followed by 80 meter to her left. From east left means again north, and the distance is 80. This is 80. And finally she turns right. Again from north it is right means east, and the distance is 110 meter before reaching the school. Means after walking 110 meter, she reached the school. This is school. And started from house. So here we'll try to apply our shortcut method. Add same polarity. This is north and this is north. Total north is 90 plus 80. This is 170. This is south. There is no other south. So finally south is 50. This is east, and one more east. 120 plus 40, 180, sorry, 160 plus 110, 270. Total east is of 270. And west, only there is only one west, that is west 20. Again, these two are of opposite polarity. So which is bigger? North is bigger. North is of 170 and 50. Difference is 120. And east and west is also opposite polarity. Which is bigger? East is bigger. And what is the difference? 250. This is the resultant. Yeah. From this resultant, we'll try to answer the given questions. Okay, there are no questions, but we can answer the same questions, same as previous only. Yeah, first question. Here I am only asking the questions. Answer one by one. Finally, she is walking in which direction? What is her final facing direction? Yes, walking. What is the final facing direction? That is west. Second question. Finally, she is in which direction with respect to the starting point? Finally, she is facing in which direction? Sorry, she is in which direction with respect to the starting point? That is northwest direction. Next, third question. How far is she from the starting point? Otherwise, how far is her school? How far is her school from her house? From her house. Or one more question. What is the shortest distance between her house and school? So simply under root of 120 square plus 250 square. So 25 square is 625. 12 square is 144. What is the sum? 769. So it is nothing but, yes, 27 square. 27 square. So resultant of these two is 27. 27. But resultant of these two is 270. So what is the shortest distance between them? Between starting and final position? That is 270 meters. 270 meters. And one more question. To reach her school, sorry, from school to reach her house again, how far and in which direction she has to travel? How far she has to travel? 270 meter only. In which direction she has to travel? Which is exactly opposite to northeast, that is south west. southwest. Next, one more question. What is the distance traveled by her? What is the total distance traveled by her? So simply add all the given numbers. Simply add all the given numbers. That will be the distance traveled by her. So 170, 190, 280, 320, 400, 510. So 510 meters is the total distance traveled by her. 510 meters. Next, one more question. What is the horizontal distance between her house and school? What is the horizontal distance between her house and school? Horizontal distance is always along east-west. Along east-west, it is of 250. And what is the vertical distance? Vertical distance is along north-south. Along north-south, it is of 120. Horizontal distance is 250 and vertical distance is 120. And remember one more point here. Simply, if you know horizontal distance and if you know vertical distance, we can get the shortest distance. So always shortest distance is equal to under root of horizontal distance square plus vertical distance square. Okay, right. So these are the 7 questions based on this information, possible for this information.
There are two more models, points based problems and coded directions. Coded directions. So these two models we will see in the next classes. Thank you.